hey, so I picked Hoard Dragon over Snow Angel. I could have bought Gwen or Time Skipper. So right here what we're going to do is actually buy Cinderella and pause, and next turn we'll grab Wizard Familiar, cast the spell, and grab Blind Mouse. That allows us to buy 3 things, they'll all be 2/2s. We'll trigger the Cinderella, getting it closer to a treasure, which becomes a 3-drop treasure with the Hoard Dragon, and we get 3 heroes, which I think are, sorry, 3 minions, whatever they are. They had Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. We're never going to win that fight early on. Fanny doesn't change our play at all. And getting a Blind Mouse is nice. If we treasure these, it actually becomes a 5-drop treasure. And 5 drops are very, very strong. 4 drops also very strong, but they scale pretty quickly. 2s are very weak. 3s are about twice as strong as that. 4s, it might even be, exponential in that way. Although 6s, I think 6s are usually on par with a lot of the 7s. For the most part. 7s are very strong in certain circles. There's not that many of them, and some of them are pretty situational. Well, this person has a very strong board that will take us down because they have too many cats. Yep, too many cats. That's a frequent problem. This is pretty nice though because we're able to cast a spell. We don't particularly care which we get. That would have been nice to get one of the cats. We're 50-50 on that, just to double them up. We're not going to pause here because we are going to hit 3 next turn, so we're just going to grab the Polywaggle. That's slightly weaker. Obviously it doesn't spawn the 1/1, but it has a chance to slay and become bigger over the course of the game. And this is probably just cell fodder anyway, so we cast the Eeny, Meeny, Mo because it just gives us a little bit of raw power. Then it gives us the +1/+1 and the trigger here. Getting a 3-drop treasure and accelerated timeline is really powerful. No, Krampus, I think this means it's a bot. Huh. Okay, so I think it looks like we will. Oh, we're actually gonna loot. No, we're gonna tie this right. Okay, I was not sure what the cat spawning situation had been. This is like kind of worthwhile. We don't have very many good characters. I wonder if what we're supposed to do is just grab the 2 evil characters here and cast the spell, just because spell casting is so powerful. Unfortunately, we're playing Hoard Dragon and we haven't managed to double any of our characters. We have 7 unique characters. However, Cinderella will hopefully trigger next turn, and we're growing the Wizard Familiar a little bit, and we put a little bit of extra power on board. I think that's the most we can say about, that round. It wasn't exciting, but, we're advancing towards a level 3 treasure, which maybe helps define our board a little better. If we get a Sting, oh, we definitely played against Kamba. Oh, wow, they're getting some pretty good hits off on us. The issue is that these summon 3/3s. No, they summon. Oh, they're in front of the. Oh yeah, we're gonna get crushed. They're in front of the baby root, and they have the rainbow unicorn. So nice transition by them with the Geppetto off the mask. It was all dream spell off the mask. This is interesting. We're gonna grab both of those, and we're going to, I think, get rid of the cat. It just seems like the lowest payoff because we definitely want to cast the spells. First character has +10 health. We don't have any range characters. Yeah, we'll take that. It's not exciting, but it's something. And I'm thinking is that like the 1/1 isn't that much different than a 2/2. Maybe it triggers. However, we don't really need it to trigger this turn either way. So we'll go something like this, and I guess we'll put the 5/5 and make it a 5/15. I think our board's still very, very weak, but we have 2 pairs now, which is starting to get us somewhere. Unfortunately, they're 2 pairs of 2 drops, which isn't great, but We'll hit 4 next turn. We got a little extra XP. This is pretty nice. If you can, if you have stuff on the bench. Okay, well, this is going to be a tough one. Depending, that was a great hit for us. Some of these other hits have not been as great. Yeah, I think the hits worked out such that we're going to lose this one. Yeah, it did. But we only lost it barely. We got down to 18 health, which is very, very low. Huh. Yeah, how greedy do we want to get, right? Do we want to cast this? I think so. And grab the root. I think we will swap this out now. So obviously that was very risky. We're against someone who was already knocked out, and I think to get knocked out this early, you'd either have to lose every fight very badly, or you'd have to quit. If they quit at level 3, they're probably not that strong. That would have been nice to cast this too. This would be nice because we could get our slays, but also because it just buffs a character that has the bonus health, and if you buff the thing with a bonus health with more attack, it really just trees into things quite a bit better. Other than that, we're hoping to get a level 5 treasure, or get even the level 3 treasures, or just transform these into 5 drops and then try to build a comp around it. But being I guess we're at 21 health because we got the Turkish delight. So we've gotten 2 extra XP, which means we're 4 a little bit ahead of the curve. I think us and Loki gets the free spells, so they tend to be a little bit ahead as well. And it looks like we should win this. It doesn't look like anything's going to line up well for the Polywaggles. Doesn't even look like they're going to get a chance to attack, but were they to? Oh, actually, was I wrong about this? Oh, I was 100% wrong. They will get the attack and they will get the slay. That was just a set of circumstances I didn't anticipate. Okay, well this is sort of a weird one, obviously. However, in this particular circumstance, this 5 is pretty nice because we get a 6 if it levels. Don't want that, we're going to grab the chicken. So, we'll take it. Okay, I'm just going to take this, it consolidates a little bit of power. The spells cost less, our dwarfs get buffed. Slays. I don't have any of these, so I think instead we're going to grab a Polywaggle, grab a unicorn, and cast the spell. Spell gives us a little buff. I sort of anticipate us getting crushed by this person. And I guess a unicorn's better together. I mean, sort of, but yeah, we'll put 1 unicorn in. And we'll still take the chance on the Polywaggle. We still have a weak board. If we happen to see a Nyan, the Sea Terror. This thing, it looks like just a big tiger, so it's being a Sea Terror. I mean, I can see that it has a tail, but I don't know. Doesn't strike me immediately as a Sea Terror, but perhaps other people have different conceptions of Sea Terror. Neither here nor there. And we have a little bit. We're gonna hit 5 early, and we have a good amount of. I think everyone just hit 4, so we'll hit 5 a little bit ahead of people. Oh wow, that was quite the attack there. Yeah, they are just getting things that line up pretty nicely. Oh, yeah. So in terms of getting crushed, we are doing it. All the way down to 13. Okay, nothing here strikes me as super good, although I feel like Nutcracker is so bad, but I think we will grab it because putting it in the front spot does have some value. And I think casting a spell on it also just gives it +1/+1 as well as the thing next to it. Oh, we're done with the Cinderella. Do we want the Medusa? It does help us win fights. I think we need to take things that help us win fights. Mostly because our board is just super weak. And then I think... am I getting really greedy? I'm definitely getting really greedy with the polywaggles. Yeah, we'll grab this. It upgrades. Okay, so we'll do this outrageous thing where we try to get a level 7 treasure off our Nutcracker. Or off our Blind Mouse. And we also try not to get knocked out. And for whatever reason, we're trying to do both of those simultaneously. I wouldn't recommend it. But here we are. So we're going to put the Medusa in back because we want the Nutcracker to get the bonus health. It's possible this person just has, you know, way too strong of a board and a team of... Yeah, they do. Yeah. A team of sub, you know, 10-10s or whatever is just going to be inadequate. And it looks like we might even get knocked out here. But we get knocked down to 1. That'll be only level 4. Okay, well, here we are, right? Oh, I'm playing the first place person, so not great. I think Wombat's pretty good here. Just good and all. I don't think we're gonna go for it though. We could definitely get the wizard familiar. I don't think we're going to. I think we'll take a cheap spell. Here we go. We get a level 6 treasure. No, we get a level 7 treasure. What is the best level 7 treasure we can get? Honestly, these are all pretty bad. They're not bad, they're just not great for us right here. I think we're just gonna get the +5/+5 and give whoever finishes in first place a little bonus. Medusa's pretty good. Although tripling Medusa isn't super strong. So yeah, this isn't really what we were looking for. However, none of the options were great. You know, we don't want to get the Excalibur because we can never get treasures again. And we don't really have very good treasures. And also because, you know, a power makes treasures even more valuable. Just put the frog a little bit in front of the unicorn. Yeah, we just have a pretty weak board still. I mean, we got +5/+5 to everything, which is very strong, but not super great. So this is 5 times as powerful as Power Orb, which is a level 2 treasure, or level 3 treasure. So it's certainly not as exponential as we were positing earlier. While taking out their backline of support was very good. Getting our Nutcracker thing transformed, obviously very bad. I think we'll win this because if the only thing left is one character, like even if they have one giant character, it's very difficult for the Medusa to not take it out. Yeah, so we won that by a pretty big margin. We actually have a lot of upgraded characters. They really want us to get this Medusa. Maybe we do because a 5-drop is worthwhile. Yeah, I mean that's greedy, but so are we. And do we just take the Wombat? No, Wombat's just not good here. Okay. Yeah, we're not on the polywog. We're just buying a level 5 treasure. And we're buying a level 5 Mimic. Okay, our board really hit a point. I mean, hopefully we'll get this and get a level 5 treasure to double instead of the Haunted Helm. And we have terrible characters. Not in that the characters are inherently terrible, just that they don't do anything for us here. You know, they're just sort of... There's no synergies at all. I mean, Medusa's fine. But there's no synergy, even a little bit, right? And we have, you know, we have a unicorn with one other good character. You know, this doesn't have any synergies with much, it just serves to get extra treasures, which it did ably, as did the Billy Goat. This has grown to a 20/20, although I guess 10 of that is the Queen Fairies one. Oh, whoever wins gets another 200 dust. So congratulations to the lobby winner. You're looking pretty good right now. Okay, there's a reasonable chance that our not our Krampus, our I feel like I knew the name of this a minute ago. A Nutcracker grows. However, reasonable chances don't always work out, and it didn't. This is really making us work for it, which I don't love. Okay, do we just take 6s? No, we have higher hopes. We're gonna take a spell too. We take a spell and a Hercules. Hercules being a 30-30 seems to make him reasonable. Do we go down a spot for this? To get a little 5 treasure? We just pause it. We're just gonna pause. We'll put 30-30 in here. Yeah. Let's see it, team. Let's see what happens. So we bought a powerful spell, which is great. We have everything having plus 10 plus 10, and this getting plus 10 plus 20 total. No, plus 10 plus 30. So please trigger. I wonder if it's better to just do this. Just make Hercules bigger. It needs 4 attacks. Still put this up front, I guess. Please just trigger. Come on, it's been a while, Nutcracker. I don't even, so out of the 2 of them, I don't even know if we want both to trigger, and between this blind mouse, we're just gonna get a 5 to trigger, if we survive the round, obviously. Okay, this person, Kamba, had a very, very strong board last time. We have just a hugely large board at this point, but they have a lot of, like, in-round growth. That could be an issue. We'd love to actually take out this. Oh, there we go. We finally took something out. I think they might just not have enough attack. Oh, and Hercules is getting some hits in. Yes, so if Hercules gets hit again, we'll get the second level 7 treasure. Oh, we did it. And we actually hit them for 16. Okay, Hercules, let's see it. Okay, we're just gonna skip these. Oh, we're gonna get Phoenix Fire or Phoenix Feather. Is it better for everything to be upgraded? No, we want something that gets doubled. Do we buy this just to see what it is? No, I don't think so. I think we're actually just done with these mice. And we're done with this as well. What if we need to change heroes? Yeah, I think so. And these are all terrible ones, but I think we'll grab this. Just give another +5/+5. Do these do anything? We'll grab a wombat. 1, 2, 3, and we'll grab mummy and wombat, something like this. I think is a stronger build. So when this dies, it will come back, and we just have sort of wild stuff still. But I mean, there's only so much you can do this late in the game. And so I don't know if that spawns. Oh, they got 2 copies of our strongest character. That's really not great. I guess that was the best case scenario for us there. So we're gonna win this round really easily and actually take them out with 20 damage. Oh, they had an Excalibur as well. Huh. So that seemed really bad for us, but it worked out pretty well by the end. I wonder if we're supposed to just knighthood something. Probably not, right? We probably need to assign things that are a little bit stronger. This is so good with like a Berenstein. And actually all the things get a buff. Okay, we'll grab the wombat. Do we want the wombat? Do we want the echo wood? Yeah, so I think if we get the echo wood, actually, it gets pretty large. Maybe. And I don't think we bother with this. Put the echo in back. So the idea is that when these spawn, I think the plus 10 they get from this buffs this, as with this spawn. So this will get, you know, plus 30 throughout the fight, which is less exciting than I thought it would be. And I think maybe when this triggers from the Phoenix Feather, it gets buffed as well. I don't know. That might have been just wild nonsense again. They got a book. Did you take out one of the better characters? Okay, we summon the pumpkin off. Oh, what was it? Where did the pumpkin come from? Oh, the wombat, sorry. I should probably know these things. This fight's going fairly well for us. Okay, we're down to the final one. I think we grab the evil twin. No, upgrading this isn't that impressive. Book is obviously better than most things because it's a book, but we don't care that much about that. We could grab a Storm King. It's not going to get super big. I think we'd rather things that have some synergies. What about pumpkins? How many evil characters do we have? We can only buy one pumpkin here. And if we sell 3 things, we can get 2 pumpkins. Sell 1, 2, 3. Hmm. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's do that, right? We'll go pumpkin, pumpkin. We'll put Medusa first. And the idea will be that a bunch of stuff will spawn, giving her more buffs, and I mean that's the entire idea, right? But sometimes, you know, you gotta go with, you know, half a plan. Just go all in on it. We'll see how strong their board is. Oh, they have dwarfs, so they're very, very strong. They don't have any angries though. Oh, they do. Sorry, they do. They literally have an angry. No, we attack the worst one. Yeah, I think that, so they're just gonna have bigger stuff than us, it looks like. I'm not even sure why the Medusa attacked a second time. Is that what happened there? Yeah, I don't think we have much of a shot here. I mean, the Echo Wood got big, but not huge. And that certainly wasn't the attack we wanted. I guess it's approaching huge. But it's sort of approaching it too late, right? Yeah, we're gonna get taken out here. So, I mean, we got second, and we gave them a lot of extra dust, which I think was kind of us. We were down to 1 health and really had nothing. And we really fought all the way back with a comp that doesn't make a ton of sense, but almost got there. I mean, even that fight, I think we were close to, you know, sort of getting around the corner. You know, and I don't think we can be unhappy with that. It was a fun game, you know, there was a lot of stuff happening. We sat on that Nutcracker so long, and the Hercules triggered before it, and we didn't even need it, and the same thing with the blind mice. So, weird game, but a lot of fun.